Who Peter Mandelson is. Peter Mandelson is a veteran British politician and member of the Labour Party, widely known as one of the key architects of the New Labour movement in the 1990s. He served in a series of high-profile roles over decades. MP in the House of Commons, 1992 to 2004, becoming a central figure in national politics. European Commissioner for Trade, representing the UK at the EU level. UK Cabinet Minister under Prime Ministers Tony Blair and Gordon Brown. His family background is politically significant. He's the grandson of Herbert Morrison, who was Deputy Prime Minister after World War II. Political career highlights. Modernizing labor and national influence. Mandelson helped reshape the Labour Party into a centrist force that won power in 1997 after years in opposition. He became known as a powerful strategist and communicator within the party. Cabinet and EU leadership. He was a cabinet minister and later took a senior role in the European Commission, giving him broad experience in economic policy and international relations. Controversies. Before Epstein, Mandelson's career wasn't without scandal, even before the Epstein Files. He twice resigned from government in earlier decades over questions about financial transparency and ethics. Later career and ambassador role. In December 2024, Prime Minister Keir Starmer appointed Mandelson as the United Kingdom's ambassador to the United States, a prestigious diplomatic post. But that appointment became a huge public controversy when emails and documents from the Epstein Files revealed a much deeper relationship between Mandelson and Jeffrey Epstein than was initially acknowledged. Within months, the UK government sacked him as ambassador. He resigned from the House of Lords and left the Labour Party. Links to Epstein. According to the Epstein Files released by the U.S. Department of Justice, emails and correspondence show Mandelson remained in contact with Epstein even after Epstein's 2008 conviction for soliciting a minor. He once referred to Epstein as his best pal in a birthday message from 2003, included in a commemorative book of tributes. Some emails suggested he advised Epstein, including recommending early release from prison and maintaining close contact. There are also financial links referenced in the files. Documents suggest payments from Epstein to accounts linked to Mandelson and/or his partner, including funds for educational costs. Mandelson has said he doesn't recall receiving some of these payments and believes he was kept separate from Epstein's criminal conduct, particularly sexual abuse, saying he was not knowledgeable about that side of Epstein's life. Current legal situation. As of today, British police have arrested Mandelson on suspicion of misconduct in public office linked to information in the Epstein Files. He was taken into custody in London and is being interviewed under police investigation. He has not yet been formally charged with an offense. The investigation is ongoing. The alleged misconduct centers on claims that while serving in senior government roles, he may have shared confidential government information with Epstein or otherwise acted improperly in his public office. Mandelson's scandal has caused major political repercussions. His appointment as ambassador was widely criticized. There have been calls in the UK for further accountability and to reassess how vetting was handled before his diplomatic post. His close association with Epstein has damaged his legacy after decades as a high-profile figure in British politics. Peter Mandelson is a longtime senior British political figure, played a major role in Labour governments and UK politics for decades, developed a personal and professional relationship with Jeffrey Epstein that became extremely controversial, was fired as UK ambassador, and is now under criminal investigation in connection with newly released files from the Epstein case. Here's what the released Epstein files actually show in emails and communications between Peter Mandelson and Jeffrey Epstein, based on reporting from the Justice Department's released documents. And these are real document contents, not rumors. Close, ongoing correspondence, 2002-2016. The files include thousands of email exchanges between Mandelson and Epstein, spanning from the early 2000s through at least 2016, showing a sustained personal and professional relationship even after Epstein's 2008 conviction. 2. Personal and early emails. A birthday letter from 2003, recently released, shows Mandelson calling Epstein "my best pal" and describing him as an intelligent, sharp-witted man. That letter was part of a birthday book compiled for Epstein's 50th birthday, shared alongside letters from high-profile figures like U.S. presidents and other elites. Number 3. Financial communications. Documents show that Epstein paid tens of thousands of dollars linked to Mandelson and his then partner. Specifically, 3 separate $25,000 payments totaling about $75,000 were made from Epstein's accounts in the early 2000s. Epstein also sent £10,000 and Torres $13,000 in 2009 to the account of Mandelson's husband, Reynaldo Avila da Silva, described in the files as helping fund an osteopathy course. Importantly, Mandelson has publicly said he has no record or clear recollection of these payments, though the documents reference them. Number 4. Epstein's conviction and post-conviction contact. Even after Epstein's 2008 conviction for charges involving a minor, the emails show Mandelson asked to stay at Epstein's properties while Epstein was serving his sentence, under provisions that allowed limited work-related travel. Other communications show Mandelson discussing personal plans and social visits with Epstein. This is one reason his relationship drew such scrutiny, because many assumed contact would have ceased after Epstein's conviction. Number 5. Sensitive government and policy discussions. Some of the emails suggest that confidential or market-sensitive government information was shared with Epstein. In June 2009, when Mandelson was serving as the UK's business secretary, he allegedly shared an internal report proposing £20 billion in government asset sales, a high-level Downing Street economic strategy document, with Epstein. Other messages indicate Epstein was briefed ahead of key decisions, such as negotiating tax policy on bankers' bonuses. A 2009 email reportedly showed Mandelson telling Epstein he would lobby against a proposed tax on bankers' bonuses, information that would normally be sensitive and internal to government discussions. While these emails do not prove a crime, they form the basis of police scrutiny for misconduct in public office, because sharing confidential policy information with a private individual, especially one under criminal conviction, raises serious legal and ethical questions. Number 6. Examples of content in the correspondence. Here's a summary of types of content seen in the files. Personal exchanges, e.g., affectionate language, invitations, and social references. Financial transactions or reimbursements, including payments referenced above. Public policy or government strategy discussions shared by Mandelson with Epstein. Requests for assistance or introductions, suggestions of political or financial networking, discussions about Mandelson's future career plans beyond government service. Number 7. What's not in the files? The emails do not show Epstein confessing to offenses directly to Mandelson. They do not contain verified documentation of Epstein committing additional crimes in London or Europe with Mandelson's involvement. They do not show Mandelson acknowledging or engaging in Epstein's crimes. Number 8. Public statements by Mandelson. After the release of these emails, Mandelson said he was wrong to continue his association with Epstein, but denied being complicit in any abuse. He also said he did not have direct knowledge of Epstein's criminal conduct and believed some aspects of the relationship were misunderstood. The released Epstein files show that Mandelson had a long-standing close correspondence with Epstein, even after the financier's 2008 conviction. Emails contain friendly personal communications, financial links, and policy information shared with Epstein. Some content, like internal government strategy and tax policy discussions, is the basis for police questioning under suspected misconduct in public office. None of this constitutes a proven criminal conviction, but it is central to why he was arrested and is now under official investigation.